How is it going, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are going to be looking at Aramusha. I'm sorry for that car. But anyway, we are going to be looking at Aramusha. Aramusha is a pretty good character. Some people say he's absolutely terrible. Some people say he's pretty good. So we're going to go over some of his moves. I think he's good because I'm not playing at a professional level. So let's jump right in. He's got a forward dashing armored attack that leads into his chains. His chain is never ending. You can mix in heavies if you want. It will never end. So he does have an infinite chain that he can use heavy or light. It really doesn't matter. The only caveat here is you can't go to the same side. That's the only caveat. You can't do another light there. You could do a heavy end. Jesus Christ, what is with all the fucking trucks right now? You can do a heavy ender, which does 45 damage, but that's an ender, and it has to go on the same side. So if you were to do heavy attacks here, right, you'd have to go for a heavy attack on the same side to get the heavy ender there. So, with that being said, that obviously does the most damage, but what if I told you there was something even crazier that Aramusha was known for, and we all know him for it, is fainting those. And then letting one fly just so he can slap your ass into the ground. There it is, buddy! And then he laughs at your ass. So, the way this is done is not by fainting. When you land a light attack or a heavy, doesn't matter. If you land a heavy, you can also do it. You simply are going to do another heavy right afterward at the same direction. So if you land a top attack, you need to do a top heavy, and then you can cancel that into a side light. Any other side, it just cannot be the same side. As you saw there. So if you were to land a guard break, you do your top heavy, next one you're going to cancel, and then you can switch sides, or you can choose to go, with another heavy attack. Try to get the round finisher, that way you get your execution. But that is roughly what you're aiming for. That's Aramusha's bread and butter style stuff there. So, additionally, while running, if you press heavy attack, he can dash to one side or the other. He also can do this by any side. You can choose what side you want to dash onto, and that will continue into his ability to feint into those moves. So if you land this, you go for another one. Well, now you're in the blender, baby. His zone attack ends with an unblockable that you can feint. So you do not have to let that fly. His primary function when doing that, 9 times out of 10, is he's going to land this, and then he's going to go and start up his chain again. At least that's the game plan for him, at least. Alright, then we have the Blockade. The Blockade is a reaction-based counter-attack, if you will. And as you can see here, I'm not able to show it because the character stays next to me. When you're doing a sprint heavy attack, as you know how he teleport stabs, if you miss it, you can press it again and he'll do a second one. It'll come from the opposite direction and is reasonably easy to parry, so be a little careful with that. During your chains for extra damage, after a top stance attack, use right attack. That's what I was talking about. After any attack, if you want to end it, just do that. 40 damage up top, and it is 45 damage for the sides. So this guy does more damage on his sides than he does up top. Now we're going to talk about the shield. So I need her to attack me. Alright, so here are going to be your options that you're going to have, okay? First one is called Ring the Bell, which will be your light attack. He'll grab him and he'll smack him with his sword. It'll block their vision, allowing you to, you know, start your offense. The next one, you'll go into the top stance and hit the right trigger heavy attack. These will be blocked if your opponent attacked from the top position. Otherwise, they're guaranteed. I don't know why that still is happening. If anyone else is having the problem, please let me know. But it can get a little annoying, unless they have fixed it since the last time I played him, in which case, let me know down below. So, the next one is a heavy attack from the left or the right. Will be an unblockable, very, very slow, very, very choreographed. Most people will parry that, but sometimes people don't expect it, and you can get away with it. The next one is X, which is a kick. Now, the only real use for the kick, it is armored, it stuns, and is unblockable, so it's good. Now, fuck you. The only real use for the kick is hitting someone into a wall and then getting a heavy attack after. If they land too far away, you can dash in and get a dash attack. If someone falls on the ground, you're going to want to do the light into top heavy, which will be your most damage. It'll be 55 damage. Now, on to the other ones. Ring the bell is first. As you can see, it resets us back to neutral. His top heavy will do 30 damage upon getting it. Okay, they did fix it. As you saw there, I was able to get it. Sweet. And this will also start his chain, meaning he can immediately go into his Tempest. Oh, she did block it that time. So as you saw there, you can immediately go into his bread and butter, I'm going to blend you up style of thing. So next up is going to be his side attacks. This one obviously does 30. These are going to do way more. As you can see, very, very slow, 40 damage. You can feint them, which may honestly be one of your best bets when doing this. I mean, it's 40 damage. I have never been hit by this, and I've never seen anyone hit by it, but I suppose it can happen. Just be very cautious when throwing it out. If you're playing against, you know, bots or very low level players or something like that, yeah, you definitely can use it, so long as they aren't expecting it. And like I said, in high level play, throw it out once or twice, maybe. I'm not a high level player, but I feel like no one expects it, so you can kind of get away with it every now and then. Other than that, he at least has one unblockable, which is good. It comes from his zone though, so it's a little iffy. Most people know you're not going to let it fly. His only other unblockable is through this. Now, be careful when doing this. You can be guard broken out of it, and you can also be hit during the recovery frame of it. As he moves his arms back into position, you can get hit during that because you're not blocking up until he puts his arms fully back. So be careful. If your opponent knows what they're doing, as soon as you start to go back, they're going to smack you. So just be kind of, you know, cautious when using some of his stuff. And that's all. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed some Aramusha. And, you know, if you see me in a game, please don't blend me. That's really all I got to say. The blender is obviously seen as annoying, and I find it annoying. But that is beside the point. I will see you guys in the next one. Have fun just chaining people together with all kinds of random blender style stuff. You know, have fun with them. No one's going to look at you bad for using it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching.